Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome back to another episode of Life is Feudal Forest Village. Me trying to knock donkeys out of the way here. They have been a little bit of a thorn in our side, trying to get them working, so we will endeavor to get that resolved today. We're likely going to be doing it by building a lot of extra stables up here. So start with one. You know what, let's get another one underway. We got the people for it, we got the resources for it, why not? There we go, there's a second one. We'll move those two down here, and then hopefully we will almost immediately be able to get some new donkeys out of that. Or at least within this episode. No idea how well this watchtower is working, but we're going to leave it and the hunters hunting cabin there just in case. I just don't want to take any risks. I don't want to have to get more donkeys again. It's very annoying. Oh, what were we growing? We're growing 2 oats, 4 oats. Wow, okay. Actually, that's a good call. And 4 potatoes? 4 potatoes. Yeah, which is reasonable because we appear to be below 30,000 for the first time in a long time. So yeah, I'm down for that. I actually might even consider expanding the farming area. I don't really have a good spot to do it. Might have to do an entirely different area, or we could kind of start working on our plans to have more like another village. That might be a good option here. We still have... It's like we just got one person sick, they've got rabies, that's good. We had a lot of people with the plague. I didn't really see if that got resolved, so I'm glad to see that it did. We are getting a lot of lag. Alright. Seems to be tied to the day-night cycle. We just got an achievement. Let's see. Village. Build 100 buildings. Hey, what do you know? So I guess we were on 99 before. As we get some more lag here. I forgot about this because I'm not getting it in the playthrough I'm doing on Twitch. This is actually brutal. Like, almost unplayable. Okay, donkey's moving. And we can immediately, if I can play the game without it lagging uncontrollably, go deconstruct this. I'm gonna try to play at 5x speed for a little bit. I don't really like doing that. It's a little bit too slow for me, but if the lag is getting to be too much, I'll slow it down a little. Okay, I'm trying to find... what's the... Okay, that's just zooming in and out. I'm not sure. I'd like a keyboard shortcut to do it, because I can't necessarily move my mouse down there to click it when it's lagging. But hopefully it won't be an issue. Okay, logs are out. They're just working on now hay in order to feed these guys. Ooh, I actually forgot to staff it. That was a bit of a mistake. We got 6 builders. I'm not sure what the issue is. You guys should be... we should be progressing at about the same rate. Go ahead and harvest the lemons. Cherries aren't there yet. Apiary's doing well. Farms are harvesting. And potatoes are just about done. Nice. Wait, what the hell? Oh, they're already harvesting. Okay. And they're doing it in like a profoundly weird way. Huh. Okay, well, you know what? It seems to be working, so I'm not going to ask questions. I'm a little concerned though, because our food is lower than it was a minute ago. And if they're harvesting and it's still lower like that... I mean, maybe it dropped even more, I didn't notice. That's probably the more likely answer to that. But I am somewhat concerned just the same. Yeah, okay, we're good on hay now. I was a little worried about that, but it seems as though we are alright. So, do I want to resume... No, that's mean. It's a tornado tearing right through my town. You can kind of see it damaging stuff as it goes along. You see these get repaired pretty quick. Someone will come by. It's just like a normal task. That will probably eventually happen someday. We'll see. I'm sure someone's working on it eventually. Okay. Actually, not that far off from being done here. You know what? I'm going to do one more, because we don't care. We have so many resources. Just do it. You can always trade for more if we need to. We're up to 6,000. Let's move from here. Wool from here to here. Send it to the market. We are getting 4,000 roughly, the bulk of it, and I'm okay with that because I don't think we need this much wool. We use less wool, where is it, right here? Yeah, we'll use 6 wool for every 10 flax, so 60% as much. So if we have 6,000 flax, that only requires 60, not 600 times 6. No. What am I doing? It's 60 times 6, which is 360. I can do math, I promise. But yes, it is 360. So, well, actually, technically not. It's 3,600. Which we'd have less, but they're not going to take it all at once, and there'll be more if we need it. It won't be a problem, is generally my point. Okay, now we can get rid of that. Okay, the lag, okay, so interesting point. So it hasn't really, the lag hasn't hit me again since I decreased to 5x and then went back up to 10x shortly after. So if you find yourself experiencing lag, consider lowering the speed just for a little bit. Doesn't have to take too long, just a little bit, and you will maybe, hopefully, see an improvement. Now, it's worth mentioning that for me, I only have the lag during day-night cycle shifts, so if you are having it at different times, you may experience different results with that. But in my specific experience with that specific problem, it seems to be related to, I mean, let me rephrase that. It seems to be mostly resolved if you just let the game kind of catch up with itself a little bit by going down to 5x. Because I do pretty much exclusively play on 10x speed, so I like going fast. I don't really want to wait for stuff to happen. Especially in a YouTube series, you don't want it to just drone on and on, waiting for simple tasks to be completed just because it's, let's go up to like 5,000 here. Just because you're playing at a lower speed. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. It's been a rough week. I'm having like a really intense allergic reaction to either an injection that I got for medical reasons or some clothing that I recently purchased. I think it's the clothing, but I washed it with my clothes and apparently whatever I had a problem with got all over everything. Let's make this 3,000. So now I'm like really not feeling great. My face is all bumpy, my upper body is all bumpy, which is why I think it might be clothing related. Also the timing. We don't need more tools, we're fine. I wouldn't mind throwing some people in the mine, but I don't know that we have the resources at this point to do that. And by resources I mean manpower. Okay, we can, how much have you moved? Not much, okay. We'll let them keep moving it. Eventually we're going to put a pause on that and let them accumulate wool again. We don't want to drive it too low. But, actually, you know what? What if I want to get rid of a couple things. So if I say I want to get rid of clothing. And I want, what would I want in exchange? Probably not food. Food seems a little silly. What if I were to say, give me firewood? Okay. So, it's going to be more than 10. It's going to be a little more than 50. Okay, 58 exactly. So if I bring those 39 clothing in that I don't want and I'm never going to get rid of... Okay, 58 firewood. I'll see what it is in logs, that might be better. We gotta find them first. Are they gonna be in a warehouse? Clothing goes in barns? No, there's no way. Maybe it does. What the hell? Yay, there it is. Okay. You shall move this from here, right? It was there, I think. To the market. Yes, okay, it was there. So we'll steal that and toss that crap. Alright, we're at 0. You guys are all out. Let's pause real quick to allow me to be a little bit more efficient with our reassignment of labor. I probably totally screwed it on the oats, but that's okay. I am a little scared about food right now. I might go like 8 plots of potatoes next year. Because we barely made it back over 30k. That is a concern, to be blunt. Okay, what the hell is I... Oh, right. Let's go nuts on stone. Go similarly nuts on ore. And we can ignore clay. And that leaves us with 57 people. I don't need any builders. Let's pause again. Don't need any gatherers. Yeah, I think we're good right here. If I move this donkey real quick, if I can see the farm. There we go. Okay, no new donkeys have been born yet, but you have to think probably we're gonna get there. 3 builders to get rid of that. And then what I'm gonna do is something. What am I gonna do? Let's try something interesting. Let's experiment with fishing. Okay, and then maybe 1 right here. It's not very much water. This is better. There we go. And that will allow us... Oop, there it goes. Oh no, that wasn't lag, that was autosave going. Okay, so if we build those, and then we try to get fish from there, I don't think it's going to produce that much fish, but it would be better than what we were getting previously. Because I have some serious concerns about food right now. I don't know that we're going to be... Well, I mean, we'll be able to survive, but it's going to be a little bit tight trying to figure out... We need to run our farm at like full capacity all the time. And that's going to cause some problems. So, how do we remedy that? I don't know. Fishing is my first guess, and I have no clue whether or not that will actually work out. Yeah, those are far enough apart. That one's done. That one's not even started. This one is being dug out, I guess. They do terraforming for... Okay, yeah. Oh, they do. That's actually kind of cool. I don't think they did that in Banished. Do a little bit of terraforming to accommodate the building. I mean, it sucks from a natural beauty perspective, but we already fucked that up, so whatever. Okay, there goes that. Now we have 3 donkeys, which I could be using. And I don't care. I want more. Give me more. Okay, you're complete, so... We should have fully staffed. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, fully staffed. And then this one is very nearly done. There it goes. Alright, let's just see what happens. Because I think that will help us a great deal, but I don't actually know that for a fact. So while we're doing this, let us do a little bit of cleaning. There is nothing. Okay, I guess we already did this. That theoretically might have helped the gatherers be a little bit more productive, but Doesn't look like it. You need fruit and you don't have fruit. Alright, well why don't you make, shit, I don't know. What do we have a lot of? Vegetable pie? Yeah, vegetable pie is fine. Go for it, buddy. Get those eggs. Alright, so what we want to see here is we want to see a buildup of our fish inventory. The problem is because we're eating so much in general, I don't know that that's actually possible. That may, like, just not happen. So I'm thinking I should maybe put another castle barn right down here. Because this will allow the fishermen to just come here instead of going all the way up here. And that may be quicker for them. At the very worst, it's more storage, which clearly is helpful. Actually, I'm going to put another 2 over here as well. Because this is clearly an area where they want the food. And what I can do is once I have legit caravans running, I can actually send the food, say, hey, if any food comes in here, send it up to this other one. And then theoretically they'd pull from here for food, like to eat in their homes, but I don't know to what extent that's actually going to wind up happening. We shall see. Alright, fish isn't really building up, but maybe a lesser decrease in our other food would indicate that we are doing well. I'm gonna gear up for like a hardcore pumpkin or a potato year. I know I didn't click OK on that last one. We're gonna have some trouble supporting our population for sure. And the fishermen, I don't think are gonna cut it. Like, they're definitely gonna help. More fish is obviously gonna help. We quadrupled our fish production, but I don't think it was high enough that we're gonna really make a big difference here. So let's pause there. I can always trade if I need to. Let's just get the clothing so I can get rid of it. I just don't want to have the clothing. It sucks. Clothing sucks. I have warm clothing, it's way better. It is worth mentioning that we will probably get fruit next year at least, so there's that. I don't know that we're actually going to get enough for it to matter, though. That's kind of my fear. Is alcohol doing good work for... I don't even know if alcohol does anything. That's the other problem. And it may be using up more oats than I want, but it's only using up 1? I don't know. 1%... Ooh. Plague? Plague, yeah, okay. We got people sick again. That's alright. We may want to think about staffing some... Yeah, let's go get some healing herbs next year. Once it's -5 in early spring. They're definitely cutting into the growing season hard here. That's actually very annoying. I'm frankly not all that happy about that. So I'm supposed to be allowed to grow right now, guys. It's fucking early spring. It's still -3. What's the deal? It's not fair. -2, nearly there. Come on, warm up. We gotta work here. That's gonna take forever. Fish is like steadily, I mean it's in there. It's getting up around where meat tends to hang out, which is encouraging, but we need more than that. We need like good production. Okay, finally we're up there. Let's go ahead and start staffing everything. 10 there. The full 20 here. And I don't even need to look at farming. I can just say all 40. Get to work. And then we want gathers, of course. And what was the other one? Healing herbs. You guys get to work. And I think we're good. So full on food production, hard as we can go, no exceptions. Let's see what happens. Still 3 donkeys. I'm not really all that pleased with that. You guys need to start banging. Was it mules or donkeys that are infertile? I think it was mules. Donkeys are their own thing. And a mule was a donkey plus a horse, but I don't know. I can never remember. Alright, clothing we can get rid of, and now we want to trade clothing for, let's just do logs. Ooh, we can get way more. Okay, 140. It's got to be 150 then. No. Oh, I messed up completely. 146. Thank you for getting rid of my clothes. I do not want them. I want nicer clothes, please. And with that, as our castle barns are all kind of in sync coming up here, we are going to have to end it. So hopefully we can manage our food situation. I'm a little scared here. It looks like we're probably going to dip below 20,000 before next harvest. But maybe the fish will save us. If it doesn't, then we need to consider drastic action, and I will probably build another farm here. But even that, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's prep, because I think I need to do that regardless. I don't think there's an out here. But we already kind of fucked that up. Shit. The spacing isn't going to work. It's going to be ugly. No! The whole point of this town was that it would be nice and pretty. Alright, well, we'll figure something out. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. So, thank you very much for watching as always. Hope you enjoyed it as this tornado rips through our town. If you were not already aware, I have started streaming on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m. PST, which is 9 to 11 p.m. EST. I am trying to go a little bit earlier on Sundays. If you'd like to join us then, I realize that that time slot is a bit late, so please feel free to join us if you would like to. If not, feel free to continue enjoying the YouTube videos. So, thank you very much for watching, as I said, and I'll see you next time. Take care.